Thank you, General Secretary of the Communist Party of China, President Xi Jinping, members of the Central Committee of the CPC, leaders from political parties, trades and friends. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to represent the African National Congress of South Africa in this high-level dialogue with world political parties. President Xi, allow me to extend congratulations and wishes to you on your unanimous election as president by the National People's Congress. We look forward as the ANC to deepening the bonds of cooperation that you yourself have always championed. The African National Congress is a liberation movement that is steeped in the traditions of revolutionary progress. Central to our mission is to defend humanity against all social and economic ills. We therefore seek to advance the best in human civilization. We negotiated an end to apartheid as South Africans and forged a democratic consensus through dialogue with our enemies. From this experience, we learned the profound lesson that continues to inform our principled position on many global issues. And that is, dialogue is always to be preferred to violence. Our history of conflict has instilled in our people a great appreciation of the value of social cohesion, of unity in diversity, and of tolerance and respect. We therefore readily align ourselves with the four calling-ons articulated by President Xi, which call on all countries to respect the diversity of human civilizations and perspectives while advancing the common values of humanity. We support the call by President Xi for dialogue and cooperation, that all peoples should join hands in advancing the development and progress of human civilizations. This approach is becoming even more important as the world confronts challenges that have the potential for great devastation. Today, we are faced with the effects of climate change, global pandemics, terrorism, conflict, and rising geopolitical tensions. At the same time, we are called upon to end poverty, hunger, unemployment, illiteracy, and the inequality that exists within and between nations. The recent COVID-19 pandemic has demonstrated both the extent of global inequality, the power of solidarity and cooperation. As countries of Africa, we are grateful for China's support for our continental response to COVID-19 and for those within the international community that stood by the countries of the global South as they confronted this devastating disease and its consequences. Our commitment to the best values and practices in human civilization necessarily places us on the side of the oppressed, the poor of the world. South Africa applauds China's principled foreign policy posture, as it is based on the principles of non-interference and mutual benefit. We are keen that these principles are strengthened and directed at developmental initiatives that are critical for our collective success as nations of the global South. The ANC continues to respect the United Nations and its charter as the basis for international law. We continue to call for the reform of international institutions, including the UN Security Council, the global financial institutions, to foster peace, stability, inclusive growth, and a development path that leaves no one behind. We are opposed to a unipolar world order driven by unilateralism and continue to strive for a multipolar global order that is based on mutual respect and the creation of a win-win partnership. The idea that there should be harmony between humanity and nature is an ancient value that we need as we reverse the effects of climate change threats. Comrades and friends, we live in difficult times. The global economy is under pressure. Multilateralism is severely challenged, and there are great threats to the peaceful world order. As nations of the South, we cannot accept the increasing burden of global inequality and poverty. Yet, we are not powerless in the face of such difficulties. Progressive internationalism requires building alliances and solidarity amongst like-minded parties in both the South and the North. It requires bold advocacy for the fundamental transformation of the global balance of forces, a radical restructuring of global governance, and the forging of a progressive global movement. Through engagement of this nature, I believe that we can continue our cooperation towards a peaceful, prosperous, and equitable world order. I thank you for this opportunity. The African National Congress of South Africa is pleased to participate in this dialogue. Thank you.
感谢拉马福萨主席的发言。现在请委内瑞拉同